Right, so I bought this Indesit WIXL123 from eBay. And it was located in my hometown anyway, so and I bought it for £3 because apparently, according to the obviously the husband was selling it, and apparently his other half said that the clothes were not coming out hot at the end of the cycle, which was a bit bizarre. Quick look at it. Drum paddles, bearings, spider all seem fine. I plugged it in, and for the first, and I'm not kidding, these lights were flashing as well as the lock light were flashing repeatedly, along with this LED here. So it's fault 01, motor triac fault, I think, because I was looking up the error codes for the washer dryer versions. Anyway, you're doing that for 5 minutes, and then it's just, whilst I was searching up that code, I then looked back up and it's gone back to normal. So it was a bit weird. So I don't know. Let's see if it works then. I suppose we'll select white cotton 90. And see how we get on. Oh, that's weird. I've attached the water, turned the water on, and there's no water. The water's here. Oh, I know why. Because I attached the wrong one. No, wait, it doesn't make sense. Because I attached the same one as the Samsung. There we go. So, now I've paused it, or tried to. We've now got 5 million. Oh, they're bizarre. What's it doing now? Oh, yeah, it's tried to go into the main wash. Okay, so now we've attached the water. I'll plug this back in. Then we're going back to normal again. I mean, all of them flashlights might have just been a... Well, no, none of these were all flashing. It was more like another code for something. Rust-wise, we're not doing too bad. We've got a tiny patch down here, tiny patch down here. Oh, run away now. Bizarre. Probably work. I bet it'll go through its whole cycle fine. Yeah, and it's still bubbling under there as per usual. That's the per usual because of the design. They just cut it, and then it's just a poor design, so it's just inherently going to get rust. See? Now I wonder if this is going to go through. Fine, no problems. Hey ho, happy days. Probably not. Like I said, it's running fine. Like the drum bearings and stuff are fine. That motor sounds fine. And that was the thing, I turned the motor and it was fine. Not getting hot. Obviously, clothes are supposed to come out cold anyway. Makes sense. Oh, there we go. I'm flashing away now. I think I know what that is. It'll still continue its cycle. It's actually to do with the actual board. So this should run through fine. No faults at all. And then that will just continue to flash. If you notice, it's flashing whilst the motor's in action more. Gotta. Can you hear the ticking? I do. Tick, tick. I don't think this is too healthy. Right, so we're into heating mode. You can hear I've cleared it clicked in. Seems to be fine. So the heater does appear to be working. stop that. Oops. We've not put our filter in. I'll just stick it on the wash now. I'll let it unlock and then go on to wash. So yeah, this Beko seems to be working now. It's missing a foot at the back, but they don't have a screw-in foot, so they just have a rubber foot, like a rubber. I don't know how it's come away because the other one's solid on, so can't really wash anything. If it works, it's fine. The seal's going to come off and get soaked as well because it's got a little bit of mold. It's not too bad actually. It's got a little bit of mold on it. It's not bad for its age wise. Look, there's a bit of rust down here, but even so. Right, now it's ready. Yeah, so we'll let that wash, do its thing, dime, and we'll do some more work on the machines. Right, so we've got a Bosch Classics. There's no there's no number on it, so I'm just going to presume it's a 5 kilo. But it's one of the upper end of the scales. Model number WTE 430 no wait what? WTE 84307 GB-08. It's a little bit scuffed, as we can see, but according to the, well, I'll say previous owner, the previous engineer, it fully works. It just leaks down there. Oh, right. It's tripped electric. Ah. Maybe because of the water that's leaked from the base upwards. So I'm just gonna better switch that back off again. I'll turn it off and we'll try again tomorrow. Where is it? But, so the last owner, he's ran it for 8 months while it's leaking. But in a garage with a concrete floor, so it just soaked into the floor. Don't really matter to him. That and the fact he's an engineer anyway. He was actually a washing machine engineer. And I got all this from him. Well, there's tons of stuff here. So other than that, it works. I've unplugged it. Let's have a look as well. Full filter was a bit full from use. Not over full, just naturally full. This is where it apparently leaks. But this is supposed to seal against that, except it doesn't, and it just leaks water. That's normally what happens with these. The stupid design. This is also apparently supposed to be attached, because if I get the other Bosch out, it's also broken, that also leaks water to no end, so sorry, no, that also, this bit's attached, so ooh. I'm going to get a towel on that and dry it out first. Right, Bosch take 2, I've turned it on and it's now going. Got an hour 54 left. It smells quite burning or fluff. Kind of somewhere I've not put in. Oh, now we'll just check electric again. Anyway, I worked out, maybe there's a bit of water got somewhere else. It's not fully dried out yet. It's been nearly 24 hours, but I think the water's still somewhere within near the motor. It's the motor that's tripping the electric, I worked out. That stinks. Ugh. So, yeah, other than that, it still works. So, it does work, heating up. I'm sure once I leave it 24 hours more, I'm going to also take out some water. There's some water in the bottom there. I'm going to open up the back panel, just quickly check the actual heater itself, make sure it's fine, and hoover it out. And it should be fine. Right, so let's test this little thing out, shall we? It's a Zanussi AquaCycle 1300 little compact washing machine, but this time we've got the latest model in, the ZWC 1301, which means my collection of little Zanussi compact washers is actually almost complete. I need to get the FC 1000 and FC 1100 and I've got the lot. But anyway, this is like the latest model, but it's been out for like 10 years now. So if I have a look at the code up at top there, where is the serial number? So the final 5 digits, 00112. 12 is the year. So that's the 12th. First week of the 12th. First week of the 12th year. So it's actually now 7 years old, this little machine, but you can still buy them brand new. Which means this will be sort of like on par with like the ZW right, so we'll put it into test mode. We've got the water on. I can't see any holes or anything. I bought this site for 30 quid as fully working, which means it's both the cheapest I'll have to push in the door a little bit when the which means it's the cheapest machine. I had to travel the least to go and get it, and it's the latest one, so how about that? Actually, the guy was selling it for 25 quid. I was like, I'll just give you 30. Because I believe in these machines. They're pretty solid machines at the end of the day. That's main wash. And then we've got backfill. Which is the pre-wash, that's right, yeah. It's a bit different when you go round. You think they put the pre-wash first, but they don't. They put the main wash first, the pre-wash, fabric softener, and then stain. Now we're on fabric softener. What's nice about the machine is that there's no mould in the door seal or in the detergent drawer. Well, certainly what I can see. There's a little bit of I hope that's come from that. Alright, I'm just going to leave it. So this would be stain, and then you've got heat.
We could be here all day for heat, so I'm not actually going to bother with heat. Then we've got jet system. Well, it would be heat and jet system on, and then this is the leak test. It hasn't come flooding out water anywhere. Well, certainly there's no. But right now there's no apparent leaks, so. But the water level's still the same, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got drain and spin. Obviously there's a little bit of dirt in there, but not as bad as I've had it in the past with other machines. Other Zanussi's, for example. It's actually a slower start than normal, actually. Nice chuggy noise. 650, then straight up to max speed. But normally it would ramp up a lot quicker to max speed, so it's a bit. I've never actually done this on the other ZWC, which is still the same routine. That's now 1300. We've got the dry air, which is not applicable, and then we've got 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. So that's 2. So that doesn't actually change it, so hang on, let's just do that. Ready, and that's now cancelled, so there's now no error code in. And I'm going to test something out quickly. So I'm going to put it in drain and spin again. And then I want to see if this dial does anything up here, the spin dial, whether it can actually change it. This is like rubbing on a door seal. I'm not really surprised actually, because the door seal is that close to the actual drum. Electric test. That's normal. There we go. All done. So that it does fully work. That door seal is actually slightly different to the older generation, so unusual. Right. Do some washing then. I will normally boil wash it out first, but it doesn't appear to be any mould. It certainly doesn't appear to be any real build-up. It doesn't really smell actually inside. Ooh. Door's still locked, obviously. Oh, one other little thing, which is really, really weird. is you can't see it here, and there's no sign of it under here, but on the underside of the machine, at this point here, there's rust. Yeah. How weird is that? It does work, so let's get some washing on then. Yeah, so let's have a look at this. It's a White Knight CL44AW. What are they? That's what it is. Where do they come from? Load of nuts. Well, I don't have nuts. I know where they come from. This dryer. Right, yeah. Because this dryer harbors nuts. No. Yeah, for some reason there's fluff everywhere. Well, even down here. So this definitely needs hoovering out, that's for sure. It comes with a 6 kilo load, but it's got a proper notch dial, and obviously this will have reverse tumbling. Oh yeah, as stated there. Cotton dry will take between 140 minutes, and then we've got half load dry will be 80 minutes, and polyester cotton is 40 to 60 minutes, and acrylics is 40 minutes. You've got a freshen up, cool down and then off, and then we've got obviously low and high heat. But there's no start. This is the older model. Obviously the modern one has start and that, and a 7 kilo load. And for some bizarre reason, maybe because of the way it was in their garage, we got yellowing quite badly on this side, and then back to almost white again on this side. Same over here, yellowing back to white on the door. We can soon get that off again and make it look white. Yeah, and also obviously all the muck is there from the garage. Right, the people had this said that they bought the house 3 years ago and this came with the house and they never used it, so that's why they gave it away for free. Obviously they don't want to sell something that might set on fire, but when I looked at it I thought, yep, that's pretty close to getting set on fire. I'm not saying that this filter's never been emptied, it has. But clearly it needs a new filter. Yeah. Badly. So this basically has been practically ran with no filter. Now the good news is that this still runs pretty swell, which isn't bad, but it does need a good hoovering out and a new filter before we can even try it. So I guess that's on my ordering list of things to do. Shame, that's weird, I never seem to stock any filters in for White Knights. Maybe I should do. It won't cost much. That's the good thing. Door's still pretty much okay with no cracks on it, so it's not going to break anytime soon. We've even got our in-belt hose, which is full of fluff. Obviously, it's clearly this is the reason why. It still runs with the 2500 watt heater. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug this in and then we'll see if it actually works. Alright, see if it works. 3, 2, 1. Oh, by the way, the light's flickered then because of how much power it draws through when it starts up. It's quite literally using... I'm going to take it out that the thing works. The heater works. Motor though.
No, it works, it's just the motor, well, motor bearing bit. Oh, I think the motor's a bit knackered, to be honest. There's a clonk somewhere. I don't think it's working properly. Oh, there was a bit of heat there. A little bit though. Right. Oh, that's what's happened. It's tripped. Stripped the electrics. There was a little bit of heat there, so it's still kind of heating. I'm going to hoover it out completely, and including taking the back off to have a look at the heater to see what could be causing it to earth trip. Other than that, it seems to be working. I thought I'd just show you. This is the Bosch WFM 1430, and basically you might see a little bit of whisper of smoke coming from it. Yep, this thing's smoking. Pretty much from this top board here. I think this is the motor board looking at it. The motor point's there, and that's going somewhere else. There's 2 points into there. Remember, I'm trying to. This is kind of jammed into wall mode, so. Mind you, if that's starting to smoke and that's the motor board, that could be the reason why. Especially if it's jammed up anyway. So I'm going to show you something else. This fault was already here. That's the last time I filmed it. And oh. When I was turning the drum by hand, it was hitting the door seal. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely hitting the door seal. Actually, it's nearly eaten through it. This has actually gone really thin now. And let's have a look why. I'm not actually sure why. But it did run when I did have it, like that. Right, I'm going to try one more thing with this timer, and then if it doesn't work, then let's try this again. It's just double shifted, so it's actually shifted one more than what it did last time. That's just getting worse. It doesn't do anything anymore. Right, so we've got this Indesit WIL XL even, 123, which if anyone paying attention will know that while it was working, and it is fully working, the display board was flashing. Common issue with two capacitors on the control board that basically start, well, failing basically over time. Anyway, I've put two new ones in. So this is the first time I've ever done any kind of soldering. I'm going to be honest, the soldering joints don't look that great, but they might work. Or you might just blow up the actual board. Well, there's no pop, so... Ready? Oh my god. We fixed it. No flashing lights. Hold on, let's do it again. Yep, we're working. Brilliant. Right, so now I'm going to put this back together. I'm going to put the back plate back on. And I'm going to take this... Oh, I'm going to take the seal out actually and obviously do that. But we're working. That's the good thing. That's the main thing. That's how I like it to be. This top's slightly yellowed across the top here, but it's not too bad actually. I've seen a lot worse. Wow, my soldering actually worked for a change. How long it will actually last is... we don't know. Bearings are good. Suspension's alright. No, I mean, it's okay for what the age, but it does work. Bearings are good. Spider's fine. Under the testing. We'll do cotton standard 60 then. Once we've got that. We're going to take the seal off now. Get that soaked. And then we'll do some testing. Right, so update. This plug socket, that one, is now dead. I switched it back on, and then couldn't understand why the extension lead was no power, so I just switched it over, and it works. Switched it on. I've now plugged the AEG dryer in instead. I'm going to unplug the Bosch for now, but there is something interesting. All that water that I gathered is now in there, because as soon as I switched it back on, it filled up with water. The pump automatically switched on despite the door being well open. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But it's worth looking into. Saying that, it could be the actual plug socket itself that just tripped. Because obviously something's gone wrong in there. That no longer works and tripped the sockets. I mean, you're not supposed to run an extension lead. But this is a heavy duty proper 13 amp 3200 watt lead. So it should be completely fine all day long with one dryer. I could theoretically run the Bosch and the AEG, but I'd have to run the Bosch with the low heat setting, so it doesn't zap too much power to compensate for the power that the heat pump uses. But I'm going to actually use the AEG now. So there we are. Oh, it's still lit up in blue. So we're going to put that on that. We're going to put some bedding in, and then we'll start. Actually, no, we're going to select the bed linen cycle, because why not? So now 15, so we'll do that. Right, so we're going to see if this Beko works. It's another WMP 652, and I bought it from auction, and it was sold with no working order sticker, which means it often isn't in working order, or they don't know. That's the sometimes, because they say if the proprietor of the owner of the machine cannot answer that question, i.e. the deceased, so they have to sell it as not in working order. Anyway, even as a not in working order machine, I paid quite a lot for it in respective, you know. Still kind of cheap, but if it was a working order machine, but it isn't, it's a non-working order machine, so it went for a fair bit of money. Of course, I've got my other WMP with bad bearings over there, which we still need to do some more lab testing with.
But I thought for now, we'll stick this in and see if it actually works. Because sometimes they actually do. They still work. There's nothing onwards to say that it isn't working. So number one, it will turn on. Ready? So we've got a 2 hour, well it's 1 hour 57 actually, wash. And we still can have time saver as well. Journey has a max spin of 1,000. Yeah, it doesn't go past 1,400 actually. We'll test that out in a second. So the bearings are fine, and this is one reason why I bought it. I actually, unlike a lot of other machines, I actually viewed it first, because in the following week they were selling an Indesit, hot point and an Indesit as working order, and the bearings are gone. So that's not working order. The paddles are all fine. The door seal's immaculate. The filter's already been taken out, but it was still clean. It was like clean water, so it's probably been used properly, and probably it's also physically wise. Apart from this, what looks to be paint, it is actually coming off. There's no damage. There's no real scuffs. There's an odd scuff here and there. But there's no dents, there's no damage. It's a pretty nice, once it's cleaned up, it's going to be a really nice looking machine once it's done. The brushes sound fine, so there's nothing untoward saying it's not going to work. So we're going to stick some, I'm going to stick some DAS in, and I'm going to put it on the Daily Quick 90 and see what it does. Small amount of DAS, I'll say small amount, it's quite a lot actually. 90. Really it says 1 hour 26, not 1 hour 28. Door lock's working. Pump sounds like it's working there. Fill it with water. So the only thing I need to check now is, does it actually heat? Both modes working. Locks. Control panel's fine. That dial isn't broke. For change. It all lights up. All the LEDs work. What more do you want? It works. That's quite interesting. It doesn't fill up, it tumbles while it's filling up. Whereas on the latest models it doesn't. So, good little difference there. I'll leave it going. Can't get the camera in place because we've got this AEG next to it, but if this does work, I will do some cycles of it. I'll have to move the AEG out of the way, that's all. So, you can hear me AEG heat pump. Taking all the clothes out and it's still going. Heat. Right, so this is at 1,000, which isn't as loud as either the video makes out to be, or just because it's empty. But
It is empty. Let's see what it does when it gets up to 12 then. That's at 12, I think. And there's no actual vibration noise. Which tells me that there's another problem elsewhere. So we'll check the weight in a minute.